We've been living in this apartment for nearly 4 months now, so we thought it was time to give a bit of an update since there are a couple of things that have changed since we moved in. So the first thing is that the lovely landlord has installed fly screens for us. So we have metal mesh fly screens here. They slide in the tracks at the bottom of the windows, which is really great. So we can now be mosquito free. And we've got those on all of the windows now, so it's really good. That's the living room. You might remember that from last time. We've got a lot of plants now. So that little guy, I rescued him from upstairs. It was just twigs. Gave him a bit of love and he's come back so nicely. Nothing much changing here except for, again, the addition of extra plants. And over on this side, got my tiny garden, tiny little succulents, more pothos vine there. This one that you can see here, it's called trailing jade. So I've got one piece of that. It's very sensitive to overwatering, so I have to be really careful with that one. Got that ugly plant. These spiky things on the leaves actually come off and form whole new plants. You can see they've kind of got air roots there. It's the same thing that's in the tiny pots that I showed you just a second ago. So facing back towards the kitchen, you can see we've got the fridge and the microwave there. Same. We bought this frying pan. We got it from Lock and Lock before they closed down, and it was half price. I think it was about $14, so it's a really good one. Doesn't look as new as it actually is. We also bought some other things secondhand. So Jeremy got that little draining rack and a couple of wire bins from someone else who was leaving. It's kind of fun, buy stuff secondhand, get to meet people, hear a little bit about their story. So we did that. Oh yeah, we used to have that plastic red thing over here, which I'll show you again because it has another use in the house. But the owners gave us this and put it outside for us to use as a shoe rack, and then we brought it inside. So yeah, it's just more use to us in here than it would be out there as a shoe rack. So we've got some empty bottles and things, a couple of 3 containers of like rice, sugar, and the middle one usually has flour in it. Utensils, which is pretty much just this, a couple of knives and that thing, not much else really. There's also our lone tool, which is a screwdriver. And yeah, and we put our big bottle of water, our big blue on top. Then we got our clip of 100s. So yeah, I think we've made $1 in there now. So you need to have 40 of these to get to $1 because they're 100 reals, and 4,000 real is roughly $1. And off the kitchen, we've got the bathroom. The bathroom is one of my favourite things about this place. I just really like the design of it, the way it's laid out. Got some more plants in here. Just like that the basin is not your average. It's just nice. Things like the mirror. This has a really nice frame. Fancy toilet. I think I mentioned that the first time. A couple more plants here. That was a bottle of Diplomatico that I fished out of the recycling bin because it's such a nice bottle. Apparently it's very nice rum as well, but I don't really drink rum, so I wouldn't know. Over this side, got a couple of plants inside the shower. They don't really get wet there. They just hang around and look cute. I particularly like the colour of the green against the cement. I think it's a really nice combination. Special mention to big washing machine. Coming back through. Last room we need to look at is the bedroom. So One of the things I really liked about this apartment was the big window in the bedroom. I just love that. It has this big picture window, beautiful view looking out. I also really like that it has enough space to have this seating area here. I'll often kind of sit here and do some work when I want to take a break from my work from home desk, which is just over here. There it is. So this little corner is where I spend, 8-9 hours a day. I bought that monitor secondhand. It was another one of those things that someone advertised on an expat site. And this is my 6-litre bottle of sand and a couple of little concrete pavers. I use those as hand weights, kind of step away from the desk now and then, do a few exercises. I think it's good. Oh, I'll show you this. We got this from Macro. It's a little table that you can put, put your laptop on and things like that. The legs fold up, so it folds down to pretty much flat. It was about $7, so really good buy. And we've got the top cupboard up there. That's where we keep our suitcases. And then down in here. Remember in the first video, Jeremy's side of the wardrobe was rather messy, but he's fully organised now. He's got his 5 shirts there all hung up. And that's where we have the red thing now. So that used to be our stand that we kept our cutlery and stuff on out in the kitchen, but we replaced it with the shoe rack. And now it resides in there, holding Jeremy's socks and jocks. That's my side over there. I have more clothes than Jeremy. Other stuff up there. That's the box for the iron that we bought. It's probably one of the biggest spends after the monitor that was about $40. I think the iron was about $23. And Jeremy's just bought this infrared massager today. It's in the shape of a... Let me show you here. There we go. It's in the shape of a dolphin. Very nice. So I don't think he's actually used it yet. We'll have to see what it's like. Yeah. Thought I'd bring you out to have a look at the balcony. That's our washing rack there. And our pegged octopus thing holds the smaller stuff. And the outdoor plants. So here we got mother-in-law's tongue over there. We got some tomatoes, we got capsicum, we got corn, we got basil, we got beans. Nothing's got any fruit on it yet, vegetable, but hopefully soon. This is a tripod that I just bought, again, off the secondhand market here. Somebody's going home, French guy, so I just went over to pick it up. It's out here because I think they were smokers, but it really smells. So it's just out here getting rid of that odour before it can come into the house long term. Just go and have a look upstairs. And since we were here last time, they've built a roof. So now we have all-weather rooftop. I think they've got other plans to do a bit more with this, but I'm not sure what. There's Jeremy there. This is where he keeps his compost operations. In these 2 pots, that's his compost digger tool. This one here. Yeah, I saw that before. So I'll just show you, that's our pool down there. And just to the right here, this new construction. This also belongs to our landlord. He's making another, like a shed for everyone's motorbikes at the end there. And then another 3 apartments. And eventually he's going to take down the wall between the 2 properties and we'll all share the same pool. Doesn't matter too much at the moment because there's only 3 apartments tenanted. And I think it'll be quite some time before we're looking at full occupancy again. So I'll just show you around the outside. So there you can see in this direction, this is a 1-bedroom apartment, then that's a 1-bedroom apartment, and at the back this is going to be a 2-bedroom apartment, and the people that currently live on the ground floor of our building are going to move into that apartment right there because they want a bit more space. So as you can see, there's a lot of space taken up by the bikes and things, so once we're able to move them into the shed that's over there, it's going to make a big difference and this area will be a lot nicer. So that's the end of the apartment tour. We pay $325 a month for this place. I know that you can get apartments for a lot less. You can also pay a lot more if you want to. This is kind of a happy medium for us. It's kind of the amount that we expected to pay or that we budgeted to pay when we moved here. And we're really happy. People might ask about the new foreigner registration app. It's something that the landlord has to do on behalf of their tenants. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I think I'd always check with them to make sure it was done, ask for a screenshot before I went to do any kind of visa extension, because that's the issue that people have, is that this is going to be tied to your ability to get a visa extension as a foreigner. So if you're not registered, then no visa for you. But if you have a screenshot, you talk to your landlord and give them plenty of time to do it. I don't see why it would be a problem if they're paying the correct taxes. If they're reluctant to do it, then I would suspect it's because they haven't registered you and they're not paying the taxes. Thanks again for watching. We do these videos just to show you a little bit about what life is like here in Siem Reap. So if you're watching them and enjoying that content, it'd be great if you could subscribe. You could also have a look at the links below. There are other channels, people that we follow, people that are making content here in Siem Reap as well. So if you want to get a good sense of what's going on, have a look at their work too. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.